Okay, we're here. Pretty excited, feeling pretty drained. I'm happy. Shout out our main man Zyber here for giving me a link to this. This leaked, I guess. Funny enough, though, I'm still only listening to this like 2 hours before the album actually comes out. But I have to work tomorrow, so this is like kind of perfect time to do that. Seems relatively short, or that these songs are relatively short, so this is going to be easy to go through. I'm really intrigued on what this is really going to be, especially too because I haven't even listened to Drain Story yet. That was pretty hyped for a little while. Okay, let's do it.
To say I feel some type of way would be an understatement. To say I think I'll pass away, but we on vacation. Truth is I feel some kind of hate falling in my direction. Truth is I feel some kind of hate falling in my direction. Still feel your presence even when no one knows you're wrong.
We have very bad luck. This is such a hyped album, and to say that I didn't get to record the first 3 songs kind of sucks. We have a little bit of a recording of the first song, but that's about it. I have to re-record again, but that's okay. I don't even care starting from the back, or starting from the top. Thank God, my SD card was full, I didn't even realize. What a bitch, eh?
Even when no one knows you're wrong. Someone left a second, my direction's in the corner of your eyes. More than enough for me to be moving. Someone's getting old. The same story being told over and over and over. 2 times in a row. Leave this place, leave my way. And my tears, it could've been stop, but it just wasn't.
This is so in your face. It's very weird to start this album.
I don't care very much at the bottom. Yeah, I want, but you know what's up with all gravity. Very up on the world top.
I love this hi-hat's very light, like, you know, behind this just intense synth. This little area here. Okay, first thing I'm going to say is this is the same criticism as the first time I listened to it. It's just feeling like this beat, like the experience with it is so hardcore that Bladee doesn't really have as much as a presence as he'd want to. Like, you're not really getting Bladee's presence as much. And I'm already going to say third song, I do feel that way. But it's a fun song. It's really intense still. Like, I'm not going to lie, I fuck with it. Next up here, this really quick little track. Saying when I was recording that's literally like a slogan or like a line that the person uses in Not Okay for their essay or whatever. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, Bladee's sort of just being a little bit of a romantic here on this song. A very quick, very light song, but that's all I wanted. Or I think all we really needed. And I feel like I'm really going to appreciate the song maybe later in the sense of where it's put in the track listing. What listening to this album front to back is really going to mean. I don't even think we've really gotten a song just like a minute long like that by Bladee. At least, you know, on this channel, I don't think so. So, okay. Next song here, I really mess with this one. It's like this, really feel this punk rock vibe with this. For real, for real. raw, very raw. I don't think, again, Bladee's really showcasing that he is always going in a new direction, right? This song, do you think this song would fit on Ice Dancer? Do you think it'd fit on Glue? Do you think it'd fit on The Fool? Do you think it'd fit on fucking Good Luck? Nada. It wouldn't. I love that. I respect that. But at the same time, it still has that, like, familiarity of, like, you know this is a Blade song, though. But yeah, very punk rock. But then, you know, obviously having a very poppy element kind of gets into this little balladry area of him singing. And, oh, fuck. I love this song. This one really stands out, to be honest. Then there's this little freestyle thing here.
3 + 3 + 3 is 9. That's no glory in the inner city, baby. It's the smaller things in life that really make it different. It never was a joke, but I was always kidding. Finding is a mystery, put reality out of fiction. Things were an ambition, I can show you, you don't have to listen. She's right there, you're beautiful. Oh, very special numbers on the crest, I have to hold it off. I try to tell them when I'm special, but still they idolize us. You might catch me in the grocery store, riding on the bus, flying too close to the sun.
Whoa. One thing I'm noticing right away, yeah, drums on all these songs so far, except barring the one, like, little slow track there, very in your face. Holy shit, very loud, very booming. This one, Bladee has more of a fast-paced presence, right? I guess this being Icarus freestyle, you know, kind of pushing in some of those, that confidence behind him. Last song, I feel, is really strong on a hook basis. I don't know. I'm just overall really happy with this so far. I'm just happy, as that's usually what comes to me when a new Bladee album drops my way. But really processing. My mind's like, okay, you haven't heard this before. Like, Bladee is, yeah, okay. Tropical, a little edge here.
Streets talk, 1,000 miles still walk.
Okay, this was also hard on the drums. This is very clubby. Nice falsetto on this. Okay, interesting decision to sort of slowly end out that track, but yeah, nothing's weird. Vocally too, I'm just like not even able to pick up on what both of them are saying. A little bit of this tropical edge to this, a little bit clubby, a little bit happier, not trying to full on be in your face, just a little push with that beat kind of comes in. I don't know, this one is not as exciting as other tracks. Obviously I think I like it more than It's Okay to Not Be Okay. That song's still feeling like it doesn't really reach as much as these other tracks can full on, but yeah, interesting project so far. I'm not even sure what to think about this. Okay, next track here. Just gotta let the pain. This ain't better go up from what it was. This ain't me, don't touch. Dream the dust, dream the dust. Careful, clone fame, birdies for the aim. She's called by love, several stars. Drop the blood I drop, more than I never could love. And prepare the way, baby, lies with her, but don't die. Every star line, 333, there's number 9, never fade away. If you can put right to the side, destiny decide. There's a very consistent synth to this song, but it very ambient, transforming.
Dancing on the star, 3 stars, 6 points on the star. Things that look pretty from afar. Too good to be without a flaw. Through once again the show is strong. To be the law, you break the law. Never who wouldn't believe it when you see it.
Yeah, okay. I mess with this song, but I do feel like throughout the process, I don't feel like my emotions are changing from like start to end with this track. I'm settled in the mood, it's fine, but just not having a shocking reaction. I just feel like when it's often I listen to Blade, I'm really in that moment, really feeling it. But here I'm just chill. I'm like, okay, cool. One thing I'll say obviously is that there's certainly a good variety so far, I suppose. Really starting off hardcore, slowly going in, having some sort of light, tropical or club type vibe beforehand, and now, going into this really chill ambient track. Bladee still has some sort of fast performance here that he's going through, but I don't know. Okay.
Everything is toxic.
Everything is toxic.
I'm curating your DJ. Let's complete. Like I will wake up sexually geeky.
Okay, very impressive prelude here because it's full of life, full of life. Echo 2K though really standing out too with those high notes. Holy shit! There's this nice little beat hit that really comes in right after Echo. Wow, and Bladee has a slightly different type of auto tune. That just is. There's a certain pairing that's really coming with them here. I really feel the inspiration, I really feel the energy with this song, most of all, with them together, I will say. I don't know. But one thing I will say is it being a prelude to this 2-minute track, it does sort of feel like it was wanting to expand still, I will say.
What you said all the time, cause it is crazy.
Okay. This song, Bladee just sounds like he's fucking losing it. Like, what is this? He's going off doing that, like, tie boy hook. And then again, he's repeating this line, the line, like, I'm doing great at the end of this in a very weird, strange way. Beat fucking hitting hard. Like, it's so intense. Like, I don't know. First go, I'm barely having feelings to think. I'm just sort of really stuck in it. But I'm not even, like, accepting this, like, This is an odd project. This is the first experience with Bladee where I'm really like, I need to really open this up. I've always felt like, or earlier on I did feel like, okay, it takes a few listens to like really get to like why you'd like this, but sooner or later it didn't matter anymore. I feel like I was just really sold on it. But this is just I'm just confused. And it's just confusion out of sound, like not even sure what to really feel or think. One thing I'll say throughout this project is very often I just feel like the beat, the backing is so intense that it's sort of just like all I'm really feeling here. And I'm not understanding like his presence fully on this song just as much either. He makes sure his presence is really known, but everything is so crazy behind it that it's like he can't really full on be running the show. I don't know.
They try to make me distracted. It's not a distract, but I don't like that. Every time I fall, I'm bound to get back up. You've been lying to me and that's messed up. And I wait for the fall, but this train's about to reach my favorite part.
Sounding like hi-hats more than his other tracks.
Can't fit in with the normies. I should have told you about the trip, but I was too late. You always try to tell me so serious, but it's a joke. But it's only funny when we tell it, otherwise it's not fun.
Weird song here, but I'm kind of appreciating this one in a different way, especially too because it's not trying to use its beat to really full force here. I feel like it's wants the rhythms of it to be a little bit more complex. You're not like I don't feel as shocked with this one, but I do feel like it's a new angle out of all the songs on here for sure. Bladee is not. Again, Bladee is chill. Bladee's very chill on this song. I feel like a lot of these songs, Bladee is wanting to be a little bit more frantic. He's not going off with vocals, but he's certainly more in a rapping mood on this project. Not really like I'm selling on certain auto-tune hits. Like he's not really doing that full on. Okay. Like that.
To be funnier.
Okay, Velociraptor is sort of reminding me of the I'm slowly losing, what's it called? I am slowly but surely losing hope. Yeah, this like there's a certain punk rock element to this one, not as much, but because I do feel like the drum takes more of an element here than some sort of raining of guitars. But then it also has a hook that's very stands out. Like a hook does stand out with this song, so it feels there's like a structured element to this one. I don't even fucking know what to think about this album. I gotta be honest. This album is on the lower end of Drain albums so far for me. Even on like a first go, I feel weird. Okay, because I was expecting maybe to enjoy it a little bit more.
Secret art of saying no at a show, something's really crazy. I'm like a pro, and we come take control. With destruction,
okay, nice little drum on this one.
All the way, take it all away. Ain't the same, most beautiful songs. Once the noise died down, we feel signs. Golden light shines on.
And everything's fine. We're roaming, and the flowers are everywhere. I don't know. This is a very odd project to me. It's not really landing as as much as I'd want it to. Nice little synth to it. I like all the songs here. There's not a song I dislike, but I'm just not finding the insane factor here. I still think the third track is the one that really shook me the most.
Hallucinating. Seems like she's fading away.
Fading away, Bladee, no. I like the structure of this short little song. This one is a standout, not gonna lie. Weird that this short little song's a standout.
Please stressed, mindlessly, minding stops, violent dread comes instead. Don't worry, follow me, spiraling, endless Uriel. Somber life is amplified, amplified the longer I pursue it.
I'm almost getting like a Sufjan Stevens vibe from this, I don't know why.
Somber life is amplified, Uriel, shining from the other side.
Last song here is the chillest track, okay? Like, whoa. Like, the other song I was saying that doesn't really have this hard hit for this beat was Blue Crush Angel, okay? But that one still felt like there was enough chaos or a lot of stuff going on. This one's nice. Hook is very instantaneous on here. It's very peaceful. This album, though, is weird. I'm not gonna lie, like, first go, this did not, like, hit me in the way that I wanted a Bladee album to hit me. Like, I'm confused. Like, was this taking a creative enough angle? And the thing is that I know for a fact is coming back to this, it's really gonna open up. That's not a bad thing, though. I would say the vast majority of albums I listen to in my life, like, that's not necessary to really come back to it and have that much really transform. Yeah, I don't know, though. Like, I feel like when I'm kept in this state of this bass really fucking hitting, it doesn't work to this, like, to the same strong effect I've heard, not just from Bladee, but from many artists. 7.5 to an 8 on first listen. That's pretty nuts, eh? 7.5 to an 8. I like this. It's inching towards me really thinking that this is really tight, but I'm not sure yet. I'm really not sure. I have no clue. Bladee, what are you doing to me? Weird stuff. That's one thing I will say, is that this project getting the low score in comparison to other Bladee projects, this is still new to me. You know, like, this whole project front to back still sounds like there's a step in a right direction, wanting this to be very separate from his other projects, and I can certainly appreciate that, like, knowing that if I'm going to listen to Spiderr, return to Spiderr, there's going to be a reason for it. But I need to crack the code, okay? I'm going to try to listen to this as often as I can. I have to work tomorrow until, like, 8 p.m., and then I don't know how long it will take for me, like how many listens, because right now it seems that it's going to be a bit. Just, I need to know how I feel about this, for real. Ooh, I'm I am quite annoyed with the fact that I have to do this, you know, like Bladee videos or reactions are quite central to my channel. This is the day of the album coming out. I've listened to it 6.5 times already. This last listen was one where I was really honing in with my experience with this. I gave it a 7.5 to 8 when I first listened to it, already being pretty low. Yeah, it's staying with that 7.5. It's staying with that 7.5. Spiderr is just not really striking for me in the way that other Bladee albums have. Yeah, barring AVP, it's my least favorite. AVP being an EP with Echo 2K. Yeah, I do find this disappointing. One thing I will say is that I think this album starts off kind of strong. Like, I think track 1 and track 3 are still my favorite tracks on here. Really frantic, high energy that it comes into. In between, there's this little acoustic song, which is fine. But then once you get into the pacing of the album later, I don't know, it doesn't feel as necessary. There's 2 songs on here. The Nothingg, and then the song right after there, which is like the longest track on here, which is just being like 3 minutes, a little bit over 3 minutes. That song too is both of them sort of. I feel like they should have just been taken off of this project. Like, listening to it, I'm like, this doesn't feel like it's good enough, in my opinion, to really be making this project. There is a sense of variety and style through this, and I think that's fine. One thing I'll say, or even from listening to Bladee, that even if Bladee doesn't want to be serious lyrically, there's at least a little bit more tightness lyrically. Here, I'm not really feeling that tightness. And I would honestly say Drain Story is probably the song that feels the most concise. Yeah, I feel like I'm not really getting a lot of striking out, hook wise with Bladee either. Like, there's some okay hooks on here, but I feel like he's giving me the same too much in a song. Some tracks have like a transition that's decent, that leads into a different hook. One song that I think is fine too is that Prelude. With Echo 2K, I think that there's enough of an energy to that track because of both of them together. It feels like there's able to have a lot of difference, and meshing or blending well together there. That's only like a 2-minute track, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. For Bladee, for this to be my least favorite project from him, I'm still suggesting, right, that, you know, he's not really going to go below making something that's still quite good. But this is it's just not blowing me away. It's just not blowing me away. Even thinking, and again, when I started this channel, I was maybe a little bit more harsher on Bladee, with giving like 333, for instance, a 7.5, which, oh my gosh, 333 is the time that just fucking hit this recording. That's good. Yeah, coming back to that project, I have a little bit more appreciation for it, for sure. But one thing I'll say with that one, regardless, or barring like standard tracks on there, because that's a little bit of a lengthier project, there's very strong emotions to that one still, or a lot of bliss to be had with that one, and I'm not really finding that here with this project. It just, I don't know. I feel like I wanted something a little bit more tighter, a little bit more cohesive. And it's not really the backing of these songs that are usually the problem. I would honestly say it's Bladee's presence on this is what is lacking. I feel it doesn't feel like he's 100% locked in my opinion. Okay, I would love to know what y'all thoughts are too, because I think this is a very, like, I really want to know what everyone else is thinking about this in consideration to how I'm feeling. Yeah, if there's anything else you want to see me react to, put a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Peace.